I feel like this is going to be the coolest hole digging ever.
Yes.
Because today we're going to be looking for a house. Do you have any idea how expensive my houses are going to be?
I don't know about you, but
What the?
I'll probably have a very simple house.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm at least getting it for free.
Whoa.
Let's start digging as soon as possible.
Well, it's time for us to start digging.
Yeah.
But before we do, don't you think we should take a little look around? There's so much to see. And the most important one is the shop.
What?
What's it for?
Haven't you realized what this is for yet? We're gonna trade ore for money. And then we can spend the money at the swap store.
Whoa.
Look at all this furniture.
Well, actually, the first floor is just where the different reinforcements for us and the pits are.
Oh.
So I'm not really interested. But the enhancement device looks very tempting.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all we can find here.
Huh.
So let's start by finding our first house. And then we'll figure out how to dig the hole from there.
Oh.
I don't know if there's gonna be more than one house.
Mikey, you're not gonna believe this,
Seriously?
but I've already succeeded in finding my first home. And to be honest, it looks great. There's a reason I chose this hole. Well, do you have a house out there?
I do have a house, but it's
Booyah.
very ordinary and it's made of wood.
Are you sure we should put our houses here?
Yeah.
Maybe they're just toys, and we're just digging up a real house. I think that would be the most realistic place to put a real house.
Yep. You just need to calm down and keep an eye on our homes. Look, they're already starting to get bigger. I knew that's what this device was for.
Whoa.
We're gonna end up with 2 nice houses.
I'm so glad you were right. Because if a beautiful house like this just disappeared, well, it's time for us to finally enlarge our homes. I feel like that's where we'll be living. Mikey, but what are we gonna do about the furniture? I don't think we're gonna find it in the pit.
But we have a place where we can just buy all the furniture we need. The problem is that the prices there are very high. So first,
What
we're gonna
the-
have to get a lot of resources.
You're right. We don't have the money to buy it all yet. But I know how I can get rich here fast. Huh.
It's so good to see you again.
Seriously?
Give me your ore, and I'll give you money instead. And believe me, you won't find a better exchange rate than mine.
I can't believe it's so user-friendly. Now I have my first money to spend. And I should make the right choice.
Yes.
Mikey, what are you buying?
I bought myself a new pickaxe.
Booyah.
Now I can dig up ore even faster and exchange it for money. You'll never catch up to me.
We'll see about that.
Mhm.
I spent a little more time mining after all, so I have a lot more money. I can buy myself the coolest pickaxe there is. It'll make things go faster. Time for me to test this pickaxe. I've only seen reviews on it, but everyone said this pickaxe does real magic.
Oh.
Mikey, listen to the sound of my pickaxe digging.
Why do I hear explosions instead of normal sounds? Wait, you bought the most expensive pickaxe?
Something tells me I'm gonna find another house here.
Booyah.
And I was right. But how is that even possible? I thought we were only gonna have one house each. Mikey, did you manage to find another house for yourself?
Yeah, I was surprised to find another house. And you know, I actually like the way it looks. It may be made of wood, but you can tell it's been hard at work. So my house might be cooler than yours.
Oh no.
Well, now that we're all set, let's go ahead and enlarge our cabins. I'm really sure where we're gonna put them.
Yeah.
I mean, we've each been assigned one house per person.
Whoa.
JJ, you've seen how big this place is, so you can put your house anywhere you want. I don't think anyone would mind. And it'll make it easier for us to figure out who's gonna be cooler in the end.
I've always had better and more expensive homes than yours.
Oh.
Well, that's it. Now we have one more house. I hope we don't have to set up each one, because that would take too long.
What?
Let's just keep digging together.
I feel like we could at least buy some furniture.
Yes.
I mean, we have money now. Don't tell me you spent it all on that cool pickaxe. You could have gotten more ore by now. So buy furniture. I'll be buying it all up soon.
I don't really believe you have that much money,
Seriously?
so I'll just buy everything in peace. All the items in this exchange show up over and over again anyway. You can't buy everything.
You got me pretty quick. That's okay. I'd better go out and collect more ore to beat you on the money.
I'm certainly glad Mikey is trying so hard,
Oh.
but I don't think he's gonna make it. I'm already ahead of him. And who knows, maybe I can find another good home. In my opinion, now would be the best time to set up a kitchen in one of your homes. And for some reason, I've decided on this house. I liked it the best. And there's a lot of space in the room, so I can definitely put whatever I want. But first, I have to deal with the stove and the refrigerators. I can't have a proper kitchen without them. I like having more and more money. It's time for me to get Mikey a present. Hey, Mikey, I got something for you. Now you can dig even faster. Now Mikey won't be able to suspect a thing. I already have enough money to buy myself the best stuff. I can't even imagine how fast and powerful this new pickaxe will be. The problem is that no matter how hard I try, the pickaxe is always slow. So I'm gonna buy myself a pickaxe, and then I think it's gonna go really fast. I wanna find everything and fix up my house. And to make my pit expand faster, I'm gonna buy all kinds of explosives. So I'll need to set one and activate it with the other. The plan so far is perfect. No matter how hard Mikey tries, he can't outrun that kind of toolbox. Which means I'll be the winner, as always. We should have bet money or even diamonds.
Hey! JJ, what's that noise you're making? I think you've got a whole crew working in the pit. You just bought the most expensive stuff though, didn't you? I can't believe you even had enough money for dynamite.
It's going so fast. In just a couple seconds, I've removed several layers. And I'm really curious to see what happens next. Because so far, I haven't managed to find any new houses. There's probably something waiting for me underneath this fracture. Just like I thought. But I didn't expect to see any opponents here. Am I gonna have to fight here now? But I'm sure I'll get some kind of reward for it.
What's going on in there anyway? Are you fighting someone? Honestly, I wouldn't want to have that, so I'm glad I chose this particular pit. And you're gonna have a really hard time.
I always knew you were afraid to take risks.
What?
And for that reason, I'll always have the best and the most expensive. You, on the other hand, will have nothing but wooden houses. And just as I thought, the reward here is pretty cool. I never would have believed I could find 2 big houses at once. I should probably get them in the magnifying machine.
Hey, did you manage to find a house after all?
Yes!
Although I'm not gonna lie, I have some stuff too. So I can't wait to enlarge them and see what they look like in normal size.
I wanted to tell you that for now, you're gonna have to wait. Because I have too many houses. You know how many? More than 7. Now I'm gonna have a big advantage over you.
How many houses did you say you have? I can't believe you have such a profitable pit. Maybe you could share your resources with me then.
Basically, I'm willing to give you blocks.
Really?
But you'll have to give me money. And you may not give me as much as that villager. So I made you a very good course.
And here I thought you were gonna give it all to me for nothing. But I came up with a good scheme. I'll give you the money at a lower rate, and then I'll sell you the ore at a higher rate.
Whoa!
You'll end up with more money.
Let Mikey do what he wants. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go spend the money he gave me. This time, I want to use all the money to get furniture for the house. How quickly I've gotten to the point where I don't have to dig a hole. Although I'm gonna need the money soon. So it's time for me to buy some workers for the pit. I'm hoping Villager will have that option. And which room should I set up right now? I think a living room would be the best deal, because that way I can relax and even have Mikey come visit. The problem is, Mikey will always be busy mining for resources, and then he's gonna start setting up his own house. We've got a lot of time on our hands, so I'd better put up some furniture. First, I want to make a cozy place to watch television. For this, I will put a big red sofa and a couple of armchairs near it. And of course, there will be a book table. Looks good to me. I also want to decorate everything with lots of plants. So I'm going to put them in every room. And why do I need so many bookshelves? But since I bought them, I'll have to install them. I also need to put a big bookcase in here. And so that I can always keep track of the time, there will be a large floor clock. Now this room looks a little nicer, but I'm still a long way from perfect. And I'm already wondering how Mikey's doing. I mean, he's working so hard to dig his hole. This is where the rocking chair will be, and basically I can finish setting up this room. Except I'm thinking about the rug. Maybe I should put it throughout the house. Well, that's it. I've got just the perfect living room.
Booyah!
Which means now I have to move on. And I want to do the bathroom.
Yes!
Because in this house, it's gonna be outdoors. I gave a lot of money to have a special bathtub, and I got what I wanted. Because I'm gonna have jacuzzi mode. I've always wanted to go out on the terrace, jump in the jacuzzi, and look at the cool view of the balcony.
JJ, how's it going in there?
Oh!
I'm about to save up so much money that I've also started fixing up my house. And after it's done, I suggest we go to each other's houses.
That sounds like a good plan to me.
Oh!
But Mikey, don't you think the winner will be too obvious? I mean, my house is made of diamond blocks, so the furniture is very expensive. Now, please don't interrupt me.
What?
I want to get this done quickly so I can rest. I think I've got enough shelves in this room so I can do something else. Right? Towels?
Hey!
Somehow I've spent a lot of time organizing the bathroom, and I haven't done everything yet. In order to make it comfortable for me to bathe, there has to be a rug,
Yes!
and I'm going to put it down.
JJ, you don't mind if I come visit you soon, do you? I'd really like to see how you're doing with your place.
Yes!
So, have you finished setting up your bathroom yet?
Yes!
You told me it was gonna look perfect, and you weren't lying. But where did you get the materials?
Why don't I tell you about it later? For now, go to your room. I think I'm in the right frame of mind, so I should get to another room right away. And that's going to be my bedroom. This is where I'm gonna do my best. I really like that this house has translucent windows, so even if I sleep during the day, the sun won't shine on me. But at night, there's a very beautiful view. Mikey never dreamed of this. I also think it would be a cool idea to put a desk and a gaming computer in this room. Then I could sleep and play in the same place. Mikey's gonna miss all the fun. With the computer here, I think it might be a little hot in the summer. So I'm gonna put an air conditioner in here. Good thing I bought it in advance so I don't have to go anywhere.
JJ, and I managed to find something really cool in the pit. So when you finish your house, run to me. You're gonna be surprised. And I'm almost done fixing up the place.
How can this be? I realize Mikey doesn't have a lot of furniture, but he still has a lot of room. If he can work that fast, I'm no match for him. But I'm going to try to get things organized quickly.
Yes!
And all I have left here are decorations, like a water boiler or plants. Even here, there should be plants so I can breathe fresh air. Wait, how could I have forgotten about the books?
Oh.
I always hang a lot of bookshelves in my bedroom. And that's because it's much better to read something before going to bed than to watch bright television. And I think it would be a pretty good place to broadcast from. It's like a gamer's place. I can even broadcast my sleep without a problem. Now my room is going to look perfect.
Booyah!
JJ, what kind of room will you be setting up now? I'm just wondering how long it takes you to finish your whole house. I can finish a couple houses in that time.
What the?
I'm about to have one of the most boring rooms ever.
Oh.
And that's the library. I don't know why I thought I needed it, but the furniture's already here, so I'm going to set it up.
Well then, I wish you luck. When it's done, you know where to find me. I'll be resting and preparing for the final comparison. You won't stand a chance, because I'll win in numbers.
I'm getting a little scared. But all I can do is just keep doing what I'm doing. And I think even this room is turning out beautifully. I still need to add more big bookcases. And it's not without a big clock.
Yes!
So everyone who sits here can keep track of the time. I also realize there's no room on the walls for bookshelves.
Booyah!
So I'm gonna put them up really high. Even though it's not a very nice room, but I have to make it all look the same. So I'm gonna need to get some more plants in here. And I don't know why they're here yet, because there's fresh air in here. What a shame I can't make a corner table because of the extra bookcase. I always like them better. But all in all, everything looks just fine now. So I should move on. I wonder how a rug would look in here. It looks pretty good to me. So I'm gonna put it in here too. Something tells me I've already done everything possible. So now I'll be setting up my last room. And it's gonna be a computer lab. I can't believe I had the money to do this. Although I originally wanted to buy cooler computers, but then I quickly realized that I didn't collect that much ore. So the computers here are gonna be old. But the desks and chairs are brand new. Mikey, have you finished setting up your basement home yet? I'm asking because I've got one room left to finish and I'm coming to see you. Just a reminder, we'll be evaluating our homes right away.
Somehow, you got there faster than I planned. But I'm ready for anything anyway, so come back when you get a chance. And by the way, don't you think you already know the winner?
Are you really ready to accept that my house is better? I was looking forward to the competition. But if it's that easy, we can go play on my computer right away.
That sounds like a great idea to me. I'd love to play. But we should still do a recap. So I'll be waiting for you outside. And how much we've been able to build.
Okay, I'm on my way. And it's so weird. Less than a day ago, there was nothing here at all. And now we have 2 houses each and lots of money. I like digging these holes so much.
Let's hurry up and see what kind of house I got. Don't laugh. I didn't have as much money as you. So I can only furnish one room.
I think you have a very cozy home, but it's certainly not enough for playing together. So let's go see my house. It's got everything you've ever dreamed of.
Yeah.